Yeah. She struts with the stride of a leopard. She fucks with her eyes if I let her. If I survive a surprise beyond measure. My demise is her thighs on the dresser. She's clean, but the queen kinda dirty.
I could drink.
I like it.
All right, we're coming in. We're coming in hot. Drinking Havana Club, Añejo,
Havana
Reserva.
Club. What year is it?
I don't think it has.
Is there a year when it comes to rum?
Probably not.
Yeah, I think it's usually 3
This is
years.
the Gentleman's Agreement podcast. I'm here with my co-host Daniel Pena.
That is me.
I'm
Also known
Charles.
as, Nano.
We have special guests. Bambeatz,
Yep.
producer extraordinaire. He makes music.
Super producer.
And we have rapper/producer DB Cutlass.
Yes.
Better moniker, better credits because he's a rapper/producer. He does both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that's
Jack of all trades.
That's his song playing in the background.
Yeah.
Cool Cop the album.
Yeah.
It's on iTunes.
It's on iTunes.
iTunes, Spotify.
All musical platforms.
Brand new music. He just came back from Cuba and he brought us a bottle of Cuban rum.
Yes.
Right there, you might want to hit an applause button.
Okay, we can do that. We'll do that in post.
We'll give you the fake applause.
Yeah.
I like it. It's not too sweet.
It's good. It's I'm not a rum drinker, but this is a good change of pace.
Me either. I'm not a rum drinker at all. But
I think rum is equivalent to like apple juice in the sense that it's just pure sugar and it's going to make you feel bad in the morning.
Yes.
But it's good while you're drinking it.
actually, in Cuba, when I had it with cigars, it goes down well.
It makes everything taste better. It's
Yeah, it
fucking straight up sugar.
He's still trying to smoke the cigar. That's why he's bringing it up.
I really am.
But
he also brought us a bunch of cohibas. And
Yeah, little mini cohibas.
yeah, and then Boss Man doesn't want us to smoke it.
Sir Charles doesn't want anyone to smoke the cigar.
If you
in
smoke
the studio.
inside and in 2018, you're a fucking savage.
That's right. That's what
You're
we
not a
do.
gentleman.
No, you know what? I honestly think it's more offensive if you vape inside.
Yeah, both things are offensive.
No. Cigar.
Smoking inside is
It's more acceptable.
No.
How's that offensive?
There's cigar lounges.
The reason
What are
why
you talking
all our
about?
grandparents' house smelled like shit is because they smoked in the house.
We need to go back to smoking in airplanes.
Smoking a tube
But
where
that's
the air is recycled.
That's a domestic standard. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't smoke outside.
You smoke outside.
No,
Fresh air.
because then you're gonna contribute your pollution.
Oh, you think
to
your pollution
neighbors.
it stays inside the room?
I don't want to. If I'm smoking,
You sound like
I'm
Donald
gonna-
Trump right now. CFCs.
I think it's worse.
Where's it going? I see it. It just stays right here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Health-wise, yes, we have to smoke outside. I get it. I understand.
Nah.
Yeah, you remember we're in restaurants?
I
we
mean,
used to
just
be-
for the sake of it, though. Yeah, come on, they're cohibas.
Nano took Daniel Pena.
We can go by
first of all,
that.
we're going with Daniel now.
Daniel
'cause
Pena.
I know,
I'm not gonna call him
I
Daniel.
like Nano. I'm not gonna call this nigga Daniel.
Understand these special guests we have here are also longtime friends. So
Yeah, you can't use our given names, our government names. But Nano shaved off a good 5-6 years of his life working in the casino as long as he did.
for 5 years.
Yeah.
Those 5 years that I worked there equivalently took away
Yeah,
that
took
amount
away,
of time from
yeah.
my lifespan. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna live that long anyways. So
Because all the cigarette smoke.
Fuck yeah.
because of my lifestyle
I
choices.
think the
That
couple
shit's
times that I
terrible.
went to
I just
the
smelled
casino,
like a fucking.
I know that
box of
I
cartons.
took a couple hours just fucking out of my lifespan because just eating. Like it's crazy like just to breathe in smoke all day.
it's not as bad anymore as it was before when I was working there.
Oh, because they made smoke-free sections or whatever.
Well, the poker room now is smoke free,
yeah, it's filtered.
but you can still smoke right outside the poker room, so it kind of filters in when you open the door.
Yeah.
But it's better. I think their ventilation has gotten better. I'm not gonna badmouth Mikasuki because I would
Maybe you
want
want to go back.
Maybe I want them as a sponsor. I don't know.
Oh.
I think they're a great casino located on 8th Street and Chrome. But
Speaking of which, I've heard through the grapevine that people in promotions, they send their people out anywhere. So I think we could for sure get one of the people that give out free drinks or to be on the podcast, pump up their
Okay.
their brand or whatever the case is. and then we get like sponsored per episode.
I feel like if any local, like I went to Winn-Dixie, the liquor store at Winn-Dixie, and they had like a girl standing there
giving out wine.
Yeah, well, giving out wine, tequila shots.
Oh.
We're promoting certain drinks.
Oh, at the liquor store.
Yeah, and they have this every weekend. If a goddamn Winn-Dixie liquor store can do it, I'm pretty sure they'll send us somebody.
Yeah, we're reaching 50 people already on Instagram. It's crazy.
Nice.
And you haven't even dropped the
That's what's
episode
up.
yet.
I don't even have 50 friends.
You haven't dropped an episode.
And
You
they're
got-
all organic, meaning
Not paid for.
only fucking scotches, people that post up about liquor. It's very organic. I like
People
it.
you want as friends,
Yeah. if you know how to, if you know any Chinese people that want to, add a couple thousand to us, send them our way as well. Give us some Chinese
Hey,
Bots are
farming
accepted.
it.
Hey, but going back on this bottle, you're talking about rum being sugary. This doesn't taste like this has sugar.
It's super sweet though.
No, it's a little sweet.
It's-
you, I mean,
cane.
you
Cane sugar.
don't,
I
you
taste a
don't.
lot of rum, and it's way sweeter than what I'm drinking right now.
The reason why they use rum
That's
for
why
mixers
I like Havana Club. It's not that sweet.
is because it's so sweet and it goes with anything. You can mix it with any fruity drink, and then all of a sudden it's just a little bit liquory. But if you drink this by itself, like any of the Bacardis, you drink that alone, and it's just like drinking fucking Coca-Cola.
Well, rum itself is made from cane sugar, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm saying it doesn't taste sugary. Like I'm not like, oof. It tastes like a girl's
Yeah,
drink.
no, they didn't add sugar, I don't think. But rum itself is just so sugary itself.
Yeah.
And this is brown. It's not like a clear rum.
What's the difference
So,
between?
I mean, we have to support our
Puerto Rican rum?
our Caribbean roots.
that white Puerto Rican Bacardi rum.
Yeah, I'm saying. Like,
Well, the way that it's
if it's
distilled.
clear, it has more sugar. Is what you're saying?
No, I think it would be less aged. It wouldn't have been aged in a cask. This is probably aged in a cask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is brown.
Yeah.
It's very good. Very good.
I like it. I'm not a rum drinker, but I mean,
All right.
I
So
can fuck with
on your
this.
trip in Cuba, where did you find this bottle? Like, did you go to a whorehouse and a woman told you to buy that?
Nah, there was like a gift shop in one of the hotels that you go to, and I copped it there. Like you could cop it at the airport too, like in the airport after you go to
I like
customs.
the shop at the duty free shop.
You just came back from Cuba. You flew back in when?
I flew back in Thursday morning.
How long did you spend out there?
Left Sunday afternoon.
What was the basis of the trip? Was it just kind of like a
Just me and my brother and his friend, we wanted to go. We wanted tourism.
Check out the homeland.
And check out my dad's homeland. Drop the ashes off. That my pops' ashes.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
Where'd you spread them?
And the Malecon.
Malecon, where's that located?
The Malecon is basically the main strip. It's like an ocean drive of Havana.
Okay. Yeah, because every time I talk to any Cuban, they're always from one part of Cuba. It's just La Habana.
No, but yeah, Malecon is the street. It's the strip, like where it's right next to the ocean.
Did your pops tell you before passed away, like, this is what I want?
Nah, we just made that.
Just assume,
we
like,
just made that.
What if his
decision.
ghost comes back? He's like, motherfucker,
I didn't want to be there.
Stuck on this street.
I escaped.
I left for a reason.
Son of a bitch.
Why you bring me back here? No,
That's
but
dope.
yeah, and then we went there just to check it out, and like the floodgates with Barack Obama opening up. I wanted to check it out because I've been to most Caribbean islands, but I haven't been.
What did you think of the
to my home
experience?
islands.
Being that it was a country that was sealed off for so long.
I think I should put an asterisk by everything that Deeb was about to say because he is a known socialist sympathizer.
So there's some biasness in this
Known
thing.
communist sympathizer.
Look, this is what I see.
There we go.
Cuba is extremely different from any other Caribbean country because I've been to Jamaica, I've been to DR, I've been to other like Caribbean nations, and you can hear me?
No, he's fine.
All right. Basically, you see poverty, and then you see in other Caribbean nations you see wealth. In Cuba, you see poverty. You see poor people, and that's it. And then you see like a tourist area where apparently it's kind of being gentrified for tourism, and European people and Canadians, and they're coming in abundance. Japanese people are there too, but there's a richness involved in the culture of Cuba that was held from Americans that we weren't associated with, or we didn't see because we weren't allowed to go there, or people were leaving in numbers coming to Florida. And you see the difference between Cuban Americans here in Miami and Cubans in Cuba. They're worlds apart, the way they just view the world and the way they interact.
So are you saying, in the sense that if you go to Colombia, you have the slums right next to like the mansions?
Yeah.
You don't see everybody is on an equal playing field. You're saying, in the sense of if there's elevated, like maybe you have a government job and you have a nicer house.
Yeah, like I mean, you might have some certain privileges, but at the end of the day, everybody's going through the struggle. So the association between the have and have-nots is not so prevalent. You know, like you don't have shit, I don't have shit. We're cool, you know. So we live life like, and if you're gonna choose to hustle, that's on you. You choose to hustle. If you're not gonna choose to hustle, you could just whatever, hang out all day and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a beautiful country. For me, seeing it firsthand is dope. And talking to the people, you can see the education. Like they're educated to a degree.
Are you planning a trip back soon?
Yes, definitely. I don't know about how soon, but when I have the opportunity to go back, I will.
Because you said the way it seems, it's not that cheap. It's not like going to another Caribbean island where your money lasts long.
Yeah, I mean, if I'd known better, I would have took more money.
More cash money.
Yeah, more cash, so I could have, just exchange more money to, just have a little more fun.
And also
I didn't plan accordingly. Huh?
To exchange fluids with other women.
There's no lie, there's beautiful women in Cuba from all colors.
But you didn't see any of the scene? Like you didn't go to any of like the spots that people chill, like music clubs?
I didn't go to any salsa clubs. I wanted to. The last night I wanted to go to a salsa club. We didn't really do our research. We went to Veradero, which is a beach, and it's beautiful. Like you see through the water, and it's like that's a tourist hangout. So people in Cuba go there as well. But it's like about.
How was the crowd? What was like the demographic? Was it a lot of people around your age? Mid-30s, early 30s, or like a lot of older couples?
It's everything. You see from old people to young people to a lot of 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds. The demographic as far as like race, you see a lot of black people. You see more black people, and you see a lot of people of color, and you have light-skinned Hispanics as well out there. But everybody's kind of just fucking with each other, like hanging out with each other. It's like there's no dynamic. But one thing I did notice in the tourist area, there's more light-skinned Cubans that work in the areas. And you don't see a lot of like African descent people working in those areas. So that was like one kind of like funny thing I saw.
And you think that's like it's engineered?
I don't know. Maybe.
Seems like
maybe.
But are you calling black people lazy?
I think that's what he was getting at. I didn't want to be the one to say it.
It's not black.
I didn't want to go there.
I think it's maybe the tourists being
No, the tourists want to see maybe lighter skin.
Maybe
whiter Cubans.
You think it makes
working.
them easy, like feel easier?
Yeah,
like,
I think
maybe
it makes tourists more
Cuba
yeah.
associates it with just it being like an easy assimilation, like hanging out there, and because I didn't see a lot of black Cubans working.
I don't know, because when I go to DR and that's all you see working. You know what I mean? Like when you go to all these places, you see all the dark-skinned Dominicans or Haitians. They're the ones that are working.
Yeah.
You
know what I mean? It's kind of fucked up, but that's what it is in these countries.
I think
See,
they
I think
just
that's
want to
what the
associate it
difference
with
is
tourism.
between a communist country as opposed to a capitalist country. That you're gonna do, but if you're saying that it's like being engineered, like maybe
I don't know if it's engineered. It might be engineered, but it might be subconsciously engineered, or it may be engineered for the preference of the tourism majority of
I have
white.
to go check. My grandmother just went too. She had went like the weekend
did?
beforehand. She went on a cruise that stopped there to go to Cuba and come. She brought us like cigars and shit too.
Cuba's dope, man.
You were saying that Grandma, these are fake.
Yeah. Like she brought like
She got hustled.
Yeah.
And
I saw you coming a mile
one
away,
thing.
Grandma.
In Caribbean countries, you have like the people asking for money and things like that. In Havana, you have people genuinely being nice, but at the end,
Like they're looking.
usually at the end they'll be asking for something.
Yeah.
And
like a marriage proposal.
Amigo.
Tell the story.
Like when we were eating me and my brother and his friend, we were eating in New Havana. Like I don't know if you call it that, but it's the
newer part, like
the nicer part of Havana. And usually there, since it's more associated with tourism and tourists like from other countries, you have kids out there begging and shit like that. So I'm eating at a table, and there was one kid just behind me, and he just kept saying like, "Yo, amigo, and then I look back, and he'd be like, uno peso, and I'd be like, no tiene. I'd be like, I don't have anything. And then he just, he was just there, and he was asking for my brother, and then he's asking my brother's friend, and he just kept asking. He was just like, amigo, uno peso. And we're like, yo, man, get the fuck away from us, man. What are you doing? I was like, trabajando, like, go work for it. Like, and then he stayed there for like 10 minutes straight. And then like we would turn, and then like when we'll turn back, and then he'll make eye contact. He'd be like, amigo.
And it was a young kid?
He was maybe like 15, 16.
That's too old.
I can't be empathetic towards a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you need to be break dancing or some shit. Like, yo,
He didn't have a skill, and he wasn't doing magic.
Playing the Congo drums. But like you see a lot of the old school cars out there. You see the architecture is still the same.
That's dope.
A lot of dilapidated buildings. People make a lot out of nothing, man. But the women are beautiful. Fucking is recreation. So
I think that speaks more on they
don't have shit to do.
The culture and character of the Caribbean people itself. I think like in any Caribbean country, those people work hard.
Yeah.
And they make a lot out of nothing. Like
they do.
When I visit my family in Dominican Republic, like, you're talking about people that live on dirt roads, little shacks built by, whatever planks of wood they can get, and they live happily, and they make the best of it.
Give you lemons, lemonade. But the thing that I'd admired, and people might think I'm crazy, but the billboards. You don't see no products. You see no product placement. You see nothing. You see the revolution being supported. You see the Castro billboards. You see Che Guevara paintings, the Camilo Confuegues, murals and shit like that. So
again, we have the people at Gentleman's Agreement do not agree.
So you really see the revolution being supported, and like people in Cuba don't. Some of them, they don't want to like associate themselves with politics. They don't really involve themselves. Some of them support, they support Castro and the regime. And I'm sure there's people that
do you think the lack of political motivation there is kind of like just hardwired into them to be like, if you're not about it, then just don't talk about it?
Yeah, maybe that.
What do you mean, like out of fear?
Not even
not fear,
just think about like it's literally been 3 generations.
It's always ingrained.
Parents,
so it's like they're tired of the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where like it's like
it?
the first generation, like 1950s, had to be brainwashed. That's like the parents that we know, or grandparents that we know that came over first to get the fuck out of there. They didn't want to be brainwashed. Then you got their kids growing up, and like, yeah, they need to be brainwashed, but not that much because their parents got brainwashed. And like now it's like, no, everybody's washed. We're good.
I mean, it's all propaganda at the end of the day, but I mean, it's the type of
because like you don't
propaganda
hear, you don't hear of the other side, like people fighting against that type of regime.
Yeah,
which is odd.
No, they usually just leave. They don't. They don't want to fight. I don't think they have no interest in fighting.
But like right now, I feel like
that's been like beaten out of them. That
no, because I think
sensation to like rebel and.
But I no, because I think some I don't know, because there's some things that have been there's basic human necessities that have been provided, like as far as like healthcare and education and things of that nature, and I think a lot of people of dark skin, like they were brought up to really support the revolution because their conditions improved. So. And I'm sure there's a lot of people like, man, fuck this shit. I want to.
But that's the thing. Like when I get something nice, it's not too long before I'm like, I want another nice thing. And that's a product of how we've been raised. Like, yeah, the Nintendo comes out, 5
you
years
know,
later,
something new is gonna come.
you got a
out.
Super Nintendo.
but don't get
Maybe
it
but the thing is,
twisted.
maybe
There's
they
plasma.
don't even know better, so they just know.
Don't get it twisted. There's plasma TVs there.
Yeah, they get
There's
shit.
Mercedes Benzes out
that's
there.
probably like people from the United States bringing that shit.
I'm
to
sure.
Japan.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying, but like we have the option to be like, oh, I want the other drone, even though I bought that drone. I just got to do a couple of jobs and then I'll go buy that drone. That's my motivation to buy the next thing, which is literally capitalism in a nutshell. Like get the
free
newer,
enterprise and
bigger thing.
I think it's. I mean,
Do you think they're missing out on not having the newer thing? Is what I'm saying. Because like you said, like they have old
Are they
cars,
better? Are they better off for
dilapidated
it?
buildings.
but that's the argument. If they're all right, we could say that they're missing out on the new and better things.
But I'm talking about
The motivation?
No, I'm talking about the fact that what I'm giving the examples of are superficial. But what's not superficial is like housing, like better housing, fucking air conditioning,
infrastructure.
Yeah,
Infrastructure.
Roads,
That's
lights,
something that is like
internet.
Yeah, they need it.
But the fact that they're not doing something to be like, oh, let's change this. Let's bring fucking AT&T here.
But that's all they know, man. Like you got a generation that's our age and younger. That's what they were brought up to. It's not like my.
But no,
it's not
I think there's
grandmother.
I think there's
before she
people
was-
there that are educated there that know that there's improvements to be made. But I think they know that it comes with a price.
And they don't
That
wanna pay the
know
price.
if they know foreign interest comes into their country, they're like, all right, you're gonna bring AT&T and you're gonna bring these companies and corporations. But at the end of the day, like, you know, what's really your interest? It's not to help the Cuban people.
Mm-hmm.
It's to basically, you know, establish something there of profit, and that profit's not gonna be nationalized.
Yeah.
It's gonna go back to.
Oh, just be like when Batista was back in office before Castro.
I mean, they could do a healthy medium.
I agree. I think that, and I
'Cause
think that's what they're working towards.
But I feel like they're in the best position to build a middle class in the sense of like how we're in the middle class right now. There's so much.
and it's diminishing.
Yeah, it's getting tinier and tinier. Like, you know, lower middle class used to be, you know, a long stretch of people. Now it's very small.
But yeah, it's being
and you can
compressed.
you can fall off, and all of a sudden you don't have enough money for rent, and you're back at mom's house or whatever.
Yeah.
So, if everybody's kind of like the same area of you know wealth or poverty, they should be able to expand the middle class like, you know, way better.
I think since they established the revolution and it's been ingrained in them, they have the ability to provide better infrastructure. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it.
They don't have the ability because they don't have the backing, and that's the problem with the modern. Like, there's no concrete mills in fucking Cuba because you need to bring sand in from somewhere else because they're an island.
Yeah.
If they were attached to something, then yeah, you can dig in your mountains or whatever. They don't have anything. They don't have ore. They don't have all that shit.
Have no resources.
Yeah. So you need to pour yourself out a little bit. Fucking give a quarter of the.
But I think they know that, like, all right, if we whore ourselves out, what, you know,
What else are they giving up?
what are we giving up?
But the
What's
thing
our
is,
integrity?
they poured themselves out when Batista's office. It was that whole shit with the
No.
casinos
But I'm
and
not.
all that.
I'm saying.
And nothing. And it was bad.
I'm saying scale it down.
Yeah, but a lot of Caribbean countries were like,
For the
in that
infrastructure.
same boat.
Yeah, but it was bad. In what? Why? Because of the government
it
itself.
was being
Like,
exploited, and nobody in the land
Yeah,
was
and
getting jobs.
their resources weren't nationalized. They were like,
Mind you, this was like the
outsourced.
1940s. You know, it's
1950s and 40s. Yeah.
Again, but you learn from that mistake. You know, like take what
They
what,
obviously didn't learn from that mistake.
well-
They waited 50 years until the guy who did it died to be like, okay, now we can talk to America again. It's like fucking someone's ex-girlfriend who got beat, you know, like now she's finally trying to date again. She's on Tinder. She's trying to find the right
swiping.
one.
You're not going about it the wrong way, the right way, sweetheart.
and she's swiping left to big tubs.
But there's something.
Shout out Big Toe.
There's something about the Cuban people that is rich. There's something about them that their humility and their humbleness, like, it's, I don't know. You can't explain it, because I asked my brother at the same time. I was like, "What did you prefer? You prefer Cuba or Dominican Republic?" He was like, "Cuba by far."
See, I've only seen the opposite, which is like the islands that have been totally diminished by people coming in and having their way with it, which is the Bahamas,
Jamaica.
Puerto Rico, Jamaica, St. Thomas, or whatever, all those little fucking little islands and shit. Like, you see them and they are literally just they're working for some guy who doesn't live there. you know?
Exactly. Cayman Islands
Yeah.
is fucking still, I don't think, independent.
Which is horrible. And that's why I think when we go to college and we learn about all this shit, they hold up Cuba in a light that they can't to other things because of they said no.
They stood
They
up
suffered
to
for it.
They suffered for it, and but you got to admire the fact that they stood up to the imperial power right north of them, and it's a little island.
I mean, but the other country that did that first was
France.
Haiti.
Haiti, yeah.
And
Oh yeah, they've been paying for it.
They've been paying for it for all of history.
They've been paying for it.
So it's like you're fucked either way. So why don't you just,
succumb to the whoreness?
No.
I love Instagram.
Or figure out a way to get what you need and give only what you can give.
I mean, you have to talk to the government. I don't know.
I feel like I'm just saying, like, Cuba's in the perfect position because they owe nobody nothing. Right now, they can bring in Walmart and make a good deal. Like Walmart,
I get what you're
build a
saying.
city for us.
I see what you're saying.
Build a city for us. Employ all these people. We'll hook you up. No taxes for how X amount of years or whatever the fuck. You make straight up money from the infrastructure there that you're providing. You're kind of paying for what taxes you would have had to pay if you opened a Walmart or a fucking Best Buy or I don't know, some other company from Europe that we don't know about.
I feel like you should go to United Nations with this, man.
I'm
sure a lot of people have that, but U.S. has been no, and then Cuba was like no for a long time. But now they're both in a position where like Donald Trump don't give a fuck. Like if they put a
Donald
Trump
about money, man.
But if he puts a Trump hotel up on fucking Havana, like it's the best hotel.
I met a kid out there and I talked to him. Both of his parents are in the United States. He's waiting to come here, but he's like if he would rather go to the northeast of the United States than come to Miami. He doesn't want to come to Miami. Because if he comes to Miami, he's like, I'm going to be doing the same shit. I'm going to be hustling in the street and selling things. Like, so there's a certain association with some people, like, they kind of know what the United States is about, but...
Only from a certain...
And he's a black Cuban. Like, he's a black Cuban kid. And he was talking to me. So it was interesting to see perspectives and, like, and see, the prostitutes out there, too. So...
ladies.
Do they look beat up, though?
You know what? I seen a girl with like 2 kids, and she looked like she had the best body in the world.
That's what I want.
It was just.
I'm not in life. I'm talking about if I go to Cuba for a weekend.
There's beautiful.
I mean, if you're gonna pick, you pick the brand new one. Pick the one that's like today is my first day.
I don't want that because she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. You want the
nasty.
Yeah,
nasty
man, she's
girl
gonna
with 2
treat
kids.
me right. She's gonna treat me.
Look, you both have points.
She's enjoy my weekend.
She's gonna lick your
You both
anus.
have points. Is all I'm saying.
But there's beautiful women there. That's one thing.
You can just get a young chick in America. What the fuck?
But they're not. They're not.
I'm pretty sure
You
the
can
young
mold.
girl
You can
in
mold.
that country,
You can mold a woman in from.
Yeah, but I'm only there for a weekend, man.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, Tubbs is like all adamant about not going to Cuba, and like this seems like his best bet. Like that could be where he finds the lady.
This is what Tubbs, if you're hearing this,
A person
this
like
is where you
Tubbs-
need to
I found
go.
it in the motherland.
Someone
would've thought,
who has
Bubba?
trouble finding love here would. I think you're better off going to one of those countries and
Found myself a Cuban princess.
picking up a girl who doesn't know any better.
Found her in the streets.
She's a communist, but I'll work
But I don't
to
know
be a
because I
capitalist.
see like maybe like in 5 to like maybe 5 to 7 or 5 to 10 years, there's gonna be a floodgates of interest in there. I think people.
It's there now. It's just that there's no I don't see an avenue in which everybody wins unless someone gives something up. Like I think first thing they need is telecommunications. Like that island needs to be lit up with. They should be like the beacon of like, oh, come here and fucking work. Fuck Silicon Valley. Come to the goddamn Caribbean.
Come to Cuba. Because the Wi-Fi out there was atrocious.
Man, I'm sure.
Fuck, man.
I'm sure it was.
I had to go to the hotel. You had to buy a card.
Hey, did you have like Instagram, social media with
Yeah,
girls?
you have that. They have that. You know what I'm saying? But
No, I'm saying yourself. Did you have like where girls like, fuck, man, I need to get
nah, you know what? It was good for me. It was
They don't
fucking,
use
it
like a
was
different
wonderful
social
not
media.
having.
There's
not
not
having.
there's not like a Cuban
internet.
Facebook.
No, no, they have their own. The revolution.
it.com.
No, like how China has Weibo as like their Twitter or whatever.
Nah, Cuba has the same shit we got, and a lot of them use WhatsApp and shit. But
WhatsApp, everybody uses
Yeah, I
WhatsApp.
think that's the main thing in Spanish.
But they got Facebook. They have Instagram. But just like you have to go to the hotel, you buy a card, and then you get like a username, and then you
Like
have
a
to
calling
scratch.
card.
Kind of like that, and then you have to scratch off the password, and then you only have an hour available. and then
from that point,
and then and it's like it sucks. So like you're like, fuck, man, my hour's going on. I still don't have access. And then you have to wait another hour to access it again, but you pay for it one time and you use it. So you'll see everybody at the hotel, like, you know, sitting there. And
as a non-immigrant, I've never had to deal with WhatsApp or have to contact anybody outside of the United States.
What?
Just trying to rub that in your face, guys.
None of us here are immigrants.
I don't. Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, not Alex.
I'm not an immigrant.
I was born in the States, bitch.
I know.
Look at my left arm. There's no mark here.
Yeah.
All right, so
Cuba was great though.
let's talk about something that involves both of you.
What's that?
This new project.
It's still in the works.
It's still in the works. We still got to worry about D-Boy's project. He just dropped.
This new album that you just released.
My project.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, Zen Under the Gun is the new one, but you guys are working on something brand new.
It should come by late fall, early winter.
Yeah, around then.
Because we want to shoot
November.
we want to shoot at least 2 to 3 visuals before we drop.
Are you guys aiming for like a?
Is that an important thing now?
Yeah, Kurdish.
Are you gonna keep it like
I think sometimes it's more important than the music itself.
Exactly. Visuals.
Visuals
very important.
Way important.
What do you guys have in mind for that? Like what visuals are you talking about?
I mean, we gotta record the songs and then see.
So nothing's created at all.
No.
Well, the beats are created and I wrote
created.
to them. We just haven't
Put it together.
created. Yeah, I have put it on.
Are you guys aiming for like a small track list? Kind of like what
maybe like
Good Music was doing?
8, 7.
Yeah.
About. Yeah,
No.
like
It's not. It goes over. It's still an LP because it goes over 5 songs.
I kind of like that. I like that concept though, that the short tracks and just
Short and
condensing
sweet?
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's short and sweet, and you know people get a gist of his production and
Exactly.
our collaboration in general.
Are you going small amount of tracks?
Yeah, maybe maybe like 7, 8, 9 the most.
For sure, D-Boy's on 7. We have about 17 beats.
Yeah, we have. I
personally want to.
Wait,
more.
is this gonna be just a sole like Cutlass and Bambeatz album, or are you guys bringing in a feature?
We're trying to get some features.
We're trying to get some features. We'll probably get we'll get Ammunition. Probably get on the track with that, and then
Just say his name right though.
I'm getting a little drunk off this.
Elohim the Anomaly. We probably get him on the track. But yeah, like I think that's the going thing right now with artists and producers.
You don't like J. Cole's format of no features at all?
I don't care. Like if it sounds good, it sounds good. It doesn't I don't give a fuck about no features. And like if you have features, then so be it. If you don't, it doesn't matter. If it sounds good, it sounds good. But I mean, a lot of artists, they do that to take another fan base. Mm-hmm. So it's like a marketing scheme.
Well, yeah, you can.
And if it works natural, then it works natural.
It's not even that. I want to just show love to like certain artists around here that
Yeah, I think.
So you want to go local?
Yeah. Fuck that. Absolutely. Yeah. And if we get a feature, big feature, then so be it.
If it happens,
you know
it
what I'm
happens.
saying?
But
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's not too many local Miami rappers I enjoy.
Is there any rappers you enjoy?
No, not really. That whole genre is dying out for me. So
hip hop.
Yeah, and it's in its entirety. Like I
think Nas made a song about it. Remember?
No, fuck Nas. That new Nas album is whatever. Like
no, I'm talking about. It's not that
good.
Nas made a song called Hip Hop.
So wait, hold on.
Yeah, 14 years ago.
What music do I enjoy?
It died a long time ago, guys. Get over it. That's what I'm saying.
So
hip hop?
Yeah.
So what? You don't like hip hop? You don't like rap music?
No,
more?
I do. I still listen. There's very few
What's
artists that I listen to.
What's the new Sevenfold? And what the fuck's that name called? Avenge Sevenfold.
Mars Vote.
What's the
Avenge Sevenfold?
Because I like rock.
No, it's 2 different groups. There's Avenge Sevenfold and then there's Mars Volta.
Mars Volta.
You're fusing both bands.
Yeah, no, but those are old bands. I mean, like
they're old, man.
But that's just different music I listen to.
Let's stay on the topic. Let's stay on the topic of hip hop.
No, but hip hop is dead. But for sure, rock music has been dead for a long time.
Why do I think it's
hip hop's not dead?
Why don't I like it? Because look at the Billboard chart for hip hop.
It's Drake.
It's fucking 80% of it's Drake.
Cardi B.
Who else is on there? That little girl,
Bobby or whatever. When have you ever measured
Bahaby?
But when have you ever measured authentic?
Post Malone. Post Malone is the leader of hip hop right now.
Hey, Post Malone's he's a good singer.
But when have you ever measured the authenticity of Billboard charts?
No. Okay, I see where you're getting at, but it's what is being pushed more. You know what I mean? Like what I listen to. At the end of the day, when I'm in my car, I'm not fucking trying to play with my phone or anything. turn the radio on, and whatever they have on, I'll listen to.
Oh, really? I don't do that.
So you don't search for music?
I do. I have it, but like I'm also not gonna get into a fucking accident searching through my iTunes list.
Well, yeah, you got to make a playlist, man.
Yeah, I don't do all that. I don't got time for that shit. I have kids. I could barely fucking wipe my ass without, having them interrupt me. I don't have time for playlists. I don't have time for any of that shit. Like I just got Apple Music because I don't like subscribing to anything. I was a big long time fan of stealing
Apple
music.
Music's good though, man. Like that's a good subscription to have.
It is. It's worth it. $10 and you get all the music you want.
Get all the music you want.
But again, I think they force a lot of watered down music down your throat. As soon as
it's not forced. It's just that's what's popping. That's what people are downloading.
That's at the forefront. Like you really gotta search. Like music that I listen to, like a lot of West Side Gun. I like Benny the Butcher. Like he's all right, but I like his beats. I like his music. I'm more into production, if anything.
Okay.
So honestly, at the end of the day, I'd rather listen to an all instrumental album.
Okay, so then on your phone, you can like make when you sign up to Apple Music, you can put like things you like, and
you could put
it'll cater to you, on your homepage for your fucking Apple Music.
Yeah, I don't understand when people say.
So just cater to like
right now.
Alchemist,
Honestly, if you go through my phone, what I've listened to in the past week has been a bunch of like albums from the 80s, and a lot of like Japanese fucking orchestrated music.
But nothing is wrong with listening to other music. It's just I don't understand that concept when people say, "Oh, I don't listen to hip hop anymore." It's kind of ridiculous. It's like stupid as fuck. It's like ridiculous because
how so? How's that stupid?
Because it's a culture. Hip hop is ingrained in your upbringing. It's associated with your paradigm. It's associated with how you view the world. Rap music is the genre, but hip hop is what you live.
All right, listen, guys.
Maybe I don't live hip hop.
Listen, this is Post Malone. Return of the Mac.
No.
He's a good singer. He's not a good singer.
No, he's not. He sounds like a fucking goat.
He started.
He's a good fucking singer.
He started off singing country. He started off singing country.
He's a culture vocalist.
Yeah, agreed.
Homeboy has a good voice, even without auto-tune.
He sounds like a fucking
crazy.
like a baby lamb.
I think him being white helps.
Really?
Immensely.
Maybe. Charles got
Take this off.
That's trash, dude.
No, look, I listen to music.
Not for nothing. If you ask
I don't
for beats,
care.
I'll definitely work with you.
Shout out Post Malone.
Shout out to Post Malone. Shout out to Post Malone.
You want to beat? I love
and the tattoos on your face.
He wants a feature.
He did the hardcore comedy jam, the rock comedy jam, where like comedians get up and they play in a band, like how Burr does the drums and shit.
Oh, he does the drums. Okay.
Even Burr said like Post Malone got up and he fucking did a cover of like some Billy Joel shit or something. And he fucking ripped it.
What did he say that?
Yeah, he said it on one of his podcasts, and people have said that he does that shit. He does the.
No, he could sing. He could sing.
He's
he could
a
sing.
fucking
He could
great
actually.
singer.
He could actually sing, but I mean,
I don't think so.
So be it, man. Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
I disagree, but okay.
He could sing.
He's all right. I don't think he can carry too much of a tune. Like he sounds like shit to me.
I mean,
And it's a lot of
post production.
So what? Yeah. So you don't listen to the Drake album?
No, I don't. I talk shit with Kodak. The arguments that we have within our circle.
Because the Drake album's actually
not for nothing.
it's
Drake
pretty
album,
good.
the Drake
It's
album's
not
pretty
bad.
good.
It's like I only heard honestly. I only
I'm
heard side
sure
A.
it's not good.
No,
Charles.
I love and look.
it's
I'm a
pretty
Drake
good.
fan. I think he's a great rapper, but I guarantee you he has one rap song.
I'm not a
Put
Drake fan.
on the
And
Primo.
No,
beat.
it's two sides.
Put on the Primo
it's side
beat.
A and side B. It's like
Side
there's
A's rap, side B's
Yeah.
R&B.
Put on the Primo.
Wait, how
beat.
many songs are rap?
the whole side A. It's like 10 songs.
It's
12
12.
songs.
12, 13.
I don't believe you.
It's good. It's not
Why
bad.
would we
It's
lie
not bad.
about-
Why would I lie about Drake? I don't fucking like Drake.
But the
dude.
arguments that I have with Kodak aren't defending Drake's, his ability. It's just the fact that Drake, like Kodak, tries to diminish anything Drake's ever done, saying that he's not a good rapper, saying that he's only famous because of social media.
That's
it's like bullshit.
this guy Brian. Brian hates fucking Drake too, and I'm like, come on, man, he's a good rapper.
Brian hates everything.
He does hate everything.
He makes good music, man. That's one thing. I mean, look.
What's his album called? Scorpion.
Scorpion, yeah.
He figured out a system.
And it works. It fucking
It
works.
works.
That's why
It
he's
works.
7 out of
Wait,
10 in the
Drake?
top 10.
Drake didn't. I mean, he just does
Put on-
so many genres of music.
No, he's just rapping R&B. What else genres does he do?
Well, he's kind of
But
he's,
like
he's
all-
Jamaican
in
whenever
every
he
vein, he
wants to
does
be.
trap. He does fucking regular rap. He does R&B. He does like a fucking
That's it.
no dance song. You don't see that shit from everybody. Like fucking Joe
He does
Budden's
hit
not
everything.
making
He
a
hits everything.
goddamn.
Joe Budden is retired. Like, I'm retired from rap. He's fucking
But how
killing the
about-
podcast, man. So
I meant like the project with Black Thought and Ninth Wonder. Like Black Thought.
That was really dope. I liked
Black
it.
Thought, I liked it too.
listen, it was really dope, but I don't remember the last time I listened to that album. Though.
I didn't listen to it at all,
I
and
listened
I
to
heard
it.
about it.
I gave
and
it
love
2
Black
listens.
Thought.
I honestly, but the same thing with
Yeah,
Pusha T.
I
Like,
respect it though. Like I'll be like, yo, that's a dope album, but I haven't listened to it like in 3 or 4 weeks.
so what does that say?
What it says to me.
That says
I
that your
can tell you-
attention span sucks.
No, because I listen to
No,
3-hour
no.
podcasts, like no problem.
Exactly.
But I won't listen
You
to
got-
music at
Exactly.
all.
Because you guys
Exactly.
are idiots, man.
Well,
No,
yeah, I
man.
like
Is that
to-
coming? Is
I
that
like to
coming
hear
from like the artist?
information.
Is that because you're offended as an artist?
No, it's not offended as an artist. It's just I balance it out. I listen to podcasts and I listen to music.
I'm just saying,
I'm a
like-
musician. I gotta listen to music.
Agreed.
It's
I'm not.
it-
so it's like it's not that.
No, but there are people that are
I
not.
could bypass it.
Yeah, but
Mind
there
you,
are people
this
that are
guy did a beat
musicians.
on D-Boy's album.
Matter of fact, check
You
out
can
Okie Doke track 6.
Produced by 90551.
No, that's the thing. Like most people
I
that
enjoy
listen to
music.
music
It's-
don't make music. Obviously, most people that enjoy music don't make music. Like people
Okay.
just
Yeah, they
enjoy
just
it.
You're
they
right.
just listen to it. 'cause
I've lost that bone in my whatever it was that like made me love things when I was in high school. It's gone. I don't love anything.
Oh.
That shit's like
So you're dead inside.
musically, the only thing that speaks to me now, I'm telling you, is like Run the Jewels. That's the only thing that I'll bump.
But you listen. That's
Continue.
but again, that is
that album
is
came
music.
out 2 years ago, and
It
I'm
doesn't
still
matter.
bumping it.
It doesn't matter. That's music that you listen to
That's the only thing I'm listening
because
to.
it resonates, right?
I understand.
Only thing that
Charles, 'cause,
resonates.
Like in the early 2000s, it was just Metallica, and that was it. Like that's all I cared about.
Or like in
Old
high
Metallica
school, it's
music.
nothing but raucous. Like everything, I want to find the most obscure fucking verse that Mos Def spit on somebody's fucking
See,
basement.
but I wasn't raised like that. I was different. I was brought up on music,
Like a man.
Music. I was brought up on music
No,
because
and-
I listened to
but
it
besides
as a
that,
kid
Wh-
from
what
everything.
I came from New York listening to freestyle music, and then that turned into like heavy metal, which was Guns and like hair metal, which it's not fucking hard. But I was like, oh, I saw that movie Terminator, and that one song was great. I'm gonna buy that album.
My thing is, I don't want to keep listening to old
That's all I'll listen
artists.
to.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to keep like, oh my god, I can't wait for Nas' new album. This motherfucker's pushing what? How old is he? 40?
No, he's like, no,
But
it's
time
like
out.
46.
But time out.
46? Come
but
on, man. I
people
gotta
s-
keep going back to him for new music.
Yeah, but people still looking forward to Metallica albums. What's the difference?
I'm looking forward to.
No, but Bam's not. He doesn't really listen to rock like
I'm not
that.
saying that. I'm saying people in
Yeah, at the
general.
end of the
they,
day,
they,
I'm more hardcore
people,
hip-hop.
people
Exactly.
still
Like he dabbles in rock. And he knows
but
the
people
shit, but he
still
doesn't-
go to a Rolling Stones concert.
The reason
and
why
they're fucking
reason
old.
why they do that though, or if they get excited when Metallica decides to make a new album, is because they know they're going on tour and they'll get to see them live and they get to hear their old shit. People
Nah,
don't.
I think
People
people
do
are
not
just
get
genuine
it. No one's
fans.
like,
No,
oh,
no,
man,
no,
that
no.
new Guns N' Roses.
No, that new Metallica. I was waiting for that shit.
Yeah, but when it came out, there's 2 good songs on it, and now you're gonna fucking listen to
Nah.
when they come for their tour.
Their last good album was Magnetic. Death Magnetic was.
No, but that's 2008. That's 10 years ago.
So what is that? I mean, that's what I'm
But
saying.
still,
bro. Like,
in
They're
2008,
still making music.
In 2008,
And how
people were
old
like,
is-
yo, old Metallica.
And how old is James Hetfield?
He's like 54 now, man.
Exactly.
53.
Why can't you be an elder and make hip hop? Like, I
my
don't
thing is
get
like
that shit.
it's you're going back to all these old artists for new music when like I want new artists to give me something of equal,
But the new artist doesn't
Something
fit
that
what you
resonates
like,
just as
though.
well.
But they didn't grow up to what you grew up to. They
Exactly.
grew up to different shit.
exactly, and I
So
can't
they-
I can't
Yeah.
fuck with
So
it.
their
I know.
influence is different. Chance the Rapper didn't grow up to the same shit.
And you know
that-
what? Chance is another rapper that he's so different. Like he's not like anybody else that I can be like, I understand. And like I understand Kendrick is, greatest of all time.
At the
He
moment.
won a fuck.
He
no,
is. At the
no, he
moment.
won a goddamn Pulitzer. Like there's no other rapper that
He
won a
is.
goddamn Pulitzer.
He's not
He
greatest
is.
of all time. He's
Greatest
greatest
of all time. Now,
I think
No.
that's it.
Everybody's
Everybody's giving him. Everybody's
at the
giving.
moment. Even no,
I think
no.
I think
He's
Jay-Z
not
is
greatest
the
of all time.
greatest
But
of all
the point
time.
is that I
exactly.
will
Or rock
never.
him.
I never listen to an entire album of his
But he-
full way
Okay,
through.
I hear you. I'm with you.
But he won.
Because it's just not my shit.
Kendrick?
Kendrick.
Same thing with
Kendrick-
J. Cole is lyrically
But he won-
amazing. I
but-
don't listen to J. Cole,
But he
I
won a
respect him.
Pulitzer Prize.
So
What you mean? So what fucking rapper you know won a Pulitzer Prize?
Pulitzer.
who cares?
Pulitzer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
My bad.
So what hip-hop does
Pulitzer.
to you.
A Puzo, Mario Puzo from Godfather.
Na-
Pulitzer.
Name a rapper that won one.
No,
None.
like I said, he is the.
So that means
So,
something.
Vanilla Ice fucking won a Grammy. Does that solidify anything?
Grammys
Grammys are
music,
music
asshole.
awards. He won a writing
He
award.
won the writing award.
Whatever. That still doesn't. I don't consider
point-
the
I'm-
number one rapper of all
I'm
time.
saying, like-
I say at the moment. For the past, what, 5, 6
at the
years?
moment,
yeah,
he
he's
dropped
probably the
in
best
the
rapper.
consistent
Of
albums
his
that are
generation,
good.
I think he's
What
the
the
greatest.
fuck are you talking about? 4 consistent albums that been solid.
I'm not a...
We're not fans.
No, you're not a fan. That's
Exactly.
okay.
I'm not a fan, but I
that's
respect
okay.
him, though. I can still say, yo, he's amazing.
But he's dropped 4 albums. That's great. That's a greater achievement than Nas ever had. You're just a fan of Nas. That's
Yeah.
the difference.
I agree.
Yeah, I like Nas way better.
Yeah,
absolutely.
but Kendrick
Even
Lamar
though he
has,
produced a fucking album with Kanye that got me really
But-
upset.
but Kendrick-
you-
should have been DJ Premier, but whatever.
Kendrick Lamar has a
you
greater
only like
amount of
Nas
albums
from that era, though.
No.
You don't like Nas now.
Obviously, if I didn't like Nas now, I would have not listened. I would have not stood up at 12 o'clock in the morning watching on Mass Appeal or YouTube and
Okay,
trying to
but
stream the album.
You were excited for it, and you were most likely disappointed in it.
Because of Kanye West, yes.
Well, just because
it wasn't even that bad.
The album was okay.
Album
at
is
best.
not even that
It was,
bad.
It was
It's not that
okay.
good. Not
It was
that
okay.
bad.
Out of 7, there's 4 solid. 3 solid, 4 okay.
Your
4 plus.
bias-
It's not that bad.
not
look, and
biased.
I have the same bias against Kanye West. Like I won't listen to anything he's involved with.
I listen to it. No. I have an
Pusha
embargo.
T's
I have an
album is-
embargo with Kanye.
Pusha T's
I would
album
listen
is
to it
incredible.
Just to hear it. Out
And
of
again, I
curiosity.
listened to it
really good.
once.
I think it's good, but I haven't pumped that album as much. I've
pumped it.
gone
I
back
haven't
to
pumped
the
the Nas either.
And
I
I
love
pumped
Nas.
with the Pusha T, the
Kid Cudi's
God-
album
what
is
was the
not
God
that bad
one?
either.
I think that's the better album of all of the
King
whole
Push.
set.
I pumped
Nah,
King,
Pusha T's better.
I pumped King Push for a while,
Because
but this new album
he's rapping.
didn't have
Daytona, the
bangers.
new album, right?
Yeah, the Daytona.
No, but the Daytona was a good album.
I liked
but
it.
out of
liked it.
respect, I'm not gonna listen to
Out of
it.
respect for Pusher.
No, out of like principle, I'm not gonna listen. I even told people like it's a good. I give it like 4.5 mics at Daytona, but I'm not gonna listen to it. It's fucking Kanye. I don't fuck with him no more. I'm done with him.
Why?
I don't-
Because what he said.
no,
He
it's
said
just-
war
it's
hard.
just years.
Not
What-
even
what
that, but
years
like
are
no.
years of just bullshit. I
After
don't
the
wanna
Good
hear
Fridays,
it. Yeah,
I got his. It's the reason why I think VH1 destroyed music for me
MTV
in
destroyed
general.
music.
No.
All of them.
I think it's VH1 behind the scenes. Like nobody cared what Madonna did. She just sang. She just sing. She'd come out and do a pop thing, and then you learn like all her stuff. It's like I don't want to fucking listen to this bitch. She has all these problems at home. I don't
Terrible
want to
human
listen.
being.
Yeah, like yeah, Michael Jackson was
Well,
great
that-
until you found out like oh yeah, he has a weird fucking sex dungeon. You don't want to know about that shit.
Apparently, Joe Jackson castrated him.
Possibly. They say no,
Yeah,
no,
but
not
that's-
castrated,
I don't
chemically castrated.
But that's
Yeah,
not
chemically,
VH1. That's our society.
Dude,
Like
but
we know
remember
too much about
VH1 had
everything.
all those specials, and that no one cared about behind the music until VH1's like behind the music. Let's talk about all
Hey, I
fucking.
saw behind the music of Iron Maiden. That shit was dope.
Yeah,
made
and
me
then-
like him more though.
What do you do? They're all racist.
No, they're not
Alcoholics.
racist. They didn't say anything about racism. They were like into like you probably like the fucking VH1 Iron Man because they're into like novels and like fucking stories.
Point being
and shit.
is I'm saying that you guys probably disassociated with music.
Yes.
Because it's like you're kind
association's
of over it. You know what I'm saying?
I would rather
But at the
listen
end of
to-
the- But at the end of the day, civilization ain't gonna go nowhere without it.
Without music?
It's not going anywhere.
I mean,
anytime
yeah, I
soon.
need people to make music
We
so I can
need-
put
we need
background music in my videos.
But we need culture.
Or
We
bar
need
mitzvah
culture.
montage or whatever
We
the
need
fuck.
culture.
Like,
At
what are
the
the
end
white
of the
children
day.
gonna dance to?
Yeah. No,
People are always gonna listen.
when
to
I
music.
first got this job and I started shooting bar mitzvahs, I was like, "Oh, this is who."
wait,
rap music is
Charles.
for.
Why don't you name the job? And what do they do?
No, that's fine. They're not sponsoring this.
Even though I own the company,
Yeah,
own the company.
I bought all this shit myself. When I music was bad when in 2005 to 2008. Like it's just all like money, cars, bitches.
Music was bad just in hip hop.
It's always it's.
But when I
There's
when I
always been good
understood,
music,
I didn't
there's been
understand it
bad-
because
bad
that's not my view on shit. But when you go to a bar mitzvahs and they're pulling up in a Maserati like as for 13-year-old kids like for fun, like they rented it for a video shoot to come over and do the thing. You're like, oh, this is who the music is made for. It's not for black people. It's not for brown people. It's not for people that are poor. It's for Will Smith's kids. We're getting deep into the bottle of
The Havana Club.
Añejo Reserva.
Yeah, you're done, you know. That's good.
Fuck, man.
We should make a segment called "Deep into the Bottle" where we come in with some secrets. Secret time.
Just lick your tongue.
Why are you putting it in the middle?
All right. Let's get off the topic of music because this shit's sparking a heated
No.
debate.
Oh, this has been since
it's a
in
good
my
talk.
house you hear Kodak screaming,
Yeah,
Yin Yang Twins.
You know what? But Kodak is
nigga.
such he's a good friend. He's one of my boys. I love that guy.
He's
but
a good friend.
Yo, he's so hard-assed on everything. Like he thinks he's right on everything. So like his opinion is way above anybody else's. He always shits on everybody else, and whatever. I say Drake isn't, like he's a good artist. That right there is like poison to him.
Nigga, he's
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He's a bum. If it wasn't for this dance challenge, he wouldn't have done shit. Hey, yeah, that's why he streamed 1 billion fucking streams.
Before
guy.
the dance challenge.
Exactly.
What dance challenge? What are you guys talking about?
I don't even know. I can't. I went to Cuba and I was like, what did I come back to?
That 1 week you were gone.
Yeah.
This
Thank
motherfucker
God.
blew up even more.
Charles, you never seen the dance challenge?
What do they do?
If you love
It's
me.
one of his songs. There's this guy named Shiggy or whatever. Like, he's a dancer, I guess. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know who that guy is. But he made a dance for it.
Put Drake Kiki. And you get what you need to know.
Or no, put the Shiggy
Because
challenge.
I came back to it and everybody was doing the dance. I'm like,
Shiggy.
fuck is this about?
In My Feelings Dance Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's from
Fucking Will Smith.
That's
did it,
on the
dude.
B side of the Drake album, Charles, that you need to listen to. It's pretty good.
Is
I didn't
it
know
a
that
dance
song
song?
existed.
Me
honestly,
either.
because I didn't listen to that side.
Me either. There you go. I'm about to dance right now.
Oh, get it, bam. Do the jerk.
Do the jerk. It's like,
I think that's like the
Do the jerk.
do the jerk. 08 and 09. Dude, jerk. Dude, jerk.
Look, I understand why it works because I'm looking at this video and I want to see this. There's a lady here.
There's a
with
lot of
her
women
titties-
doing it. There's a lot of women doing
Yeah,
it.
it's all women.
I get it. I can. I see the appeal, but the song sucks.
It's
not.
It's not, but you know what? It's a hit because it's Drake, and Drake makes fun hits. And that's the thing that Kodak doesn't agree with. He's like, oh, that guy doesn't make good music. And I'm like, yeah, if it's not good music, why is it everywhere all the time?
I could agree with
Girls want to
Kodak then.
fuck Drake.
Bullshit. He has good music.
No, that's not.
I could agree.
Besides the point.
Drake has good
Girls
music, dog. As much
want
as I
to
don't like that
fuck
nigga as
Drake.
an artist,
They
he
want to
has
be
good
that.
music.
That,
All right,
that
so you're
porn
gonna
star.
say NSYNC and Spice Girls was good music?
First of all, NSYNC, yes.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up Jonas.
That's what I'm saying. If
This
it's
is when Kodak is listening to Pasta and goes like, I told you that nigga was gay.
I've been calling it for years. I like NSYNC, man. I like Justin Timberlake. I'm saying that personally. I like
You
his
like
solo
Justin
project.
Timberlake, but you don't like the other guys in the band, though.
Well, no, because they're fucking nobodies.
What? Joey Fatone? I got
He's
a
a-
picture with him.
That says a lot. That says a lot, Charles.
I did an event and he was there.
Joey Fatone. You know what? He's actually deeply involved with that show on True TV.
Impractical
Jokers.
Really?
I think he's like an executive producer on that shit.
He knows.
He's
He
making
knows
money then.
Q.
Yeah,
The
he
guy
has to
Q, the guy from that. He does a podcast. Tell him Steve Dave. It's with Kevin Smith's homeboys. He worked for Kevin Smith. He like packed DVDs and shit. So,
All
like,
right.
yeah, back in the day. And
Yeah, he's a
in
big
his own
comic book
secret
guy.
side. Yeah, he just wrote a comic book. Metro was on Kickstarter. Got funded. Got like $200,000.
I love that show. I watch that shit.
I
all the
don't
time.
again. I love Q. I love the podcast. I don't understand the show.
The show's funny.
I don't
what,
get
Impractical Jokers?
it. Impractical
Yeah, it's
Jokers.
funny.
Oh,
That's just hilarious.
It's
man.
funny, man.
Again, it goes over my head. I don't know
Why? How does that go over your head?
because I don't
It's
get
a very
the,
simple show, Charles.
I don't get the practical jokes. I don't think it's not how
They're corny. A lot of them shits
Yeah,
are
they're
corny.
Yeah, they're
super corny.
corny, but you're like laughing at the reaction of like.
No. I get it. They're
Oh,
all
okay.
buddies. It's like if we were doing a prank show where we
Yeah,
all fucked with
it
each
was
other.
like us just fucking
Yeah.
pranking.
That's where I
it
see
doesn't
it from, so it's
translate
funny.
for me because I don't and I love Sal Volcano. He does shit with Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, he does.
He's running. He's trying to become a stand-up now.
He does a lot of stand-up.
Yeah. The other two guys are like working on their own.
He does also stand up
sketches
with
and shit.
Paul Verzi. He does shit with him too.
Yeah. No, he's got into with the group with the Legion of Skanks. So like he's gotten with that
Well, I
group.
think
They're
they're-
from Staten
yeah.
Island. So
Yeah,
they're-
Their group
exactly.
is called the Tenderloins, right?
the Tenderloins. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The deeper we get into this bottle, the more I want to smoke the cigar.
Me too, man. I'm telling you, dude.
Smoke that shit, nigga.
I'm not smoking it out of respect for my co-host, but I'm about to just say fuck my co-host.
Oh
Oh
man.
man, all right. So
Let's talk about another subject.
sports. What do you guys think of
No.
Fantasy
talk about
football,
fucking
baby.
sports.
Next
Nah, I
month.
ain't talking about
We
it.
all
Fucking
want to talk
football.
about different sports.
I'm protesting NFL. So fuck
D
that.
boy, you're gonna be in our league.
I'm not being in any fucking
Listen,
league.
I'm sending you as a friend. I need you in the league.
Like I
I don't
said,
give
I
a
just
we
want
don't.
your money. You don't have to do anything.
Like I
but
said,
give
like
us some
you don't
money.
have to watch any of the games. You just look at stats.
Listen, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but you know football. So pick a good fucking lineup pre-draft, and then you're
Look,
good.
Ever since the national anthem
Watch the
shit,
bye- just watch the bye
I'm
days.
not
all-
watching
All I'm
the
saying
NFL.
is just watch the bye days.
I am
That's
not participating in anything.
Well, guess
NFL.
what?
If
On
I see
draft
you with
day-
any Flanagan's on a Sunday, I swear to
No,
God.
I'll eat there, and if the game's on, then,
any
you know,
Flanagan.
I'll watch
Oh,
it.
here we go.
But
well, one eye squinting.
But
Oakland's up by 7.
I'm not going out of my way to watch any NFL or participate in fantasy football. I'm done.
You're not playing the game.
I retired.
I
The
know.
sport?
Huh? From
You didn't
fantasy
play?
football. I played 1 year. So good.
Yeah, he made it to the championships. I'll beat
What?
him.
He retired from the
I beat
sport
him.
of football too. He'll never play football.
Yeah, I never play football again, so
Oh.
and I'll never watch it again. It's a fucking dead sport. Fuck the NFL. Fuck football.
At the
man.
moment, it's not a dead sport. No.
You're insane.
I just said it. I'll say it again.
At
fuck
the moment-
NFL and fuck football, yo.
Like, like
Fuck the CTEs.
D-Boy's
and fuck
racking
the
up points on
concussions.
Tubbs. Like he's like every check mark. Like D-Boy needs to go. D-Boy don't like
I
football.
love him.
He went to
Yo,
Cuba.
You keep getting on and off the list.
He went to Cuba. He bought a Havana club. He didn't buy a prostitute.
Fuck the NFL and fuck football. Period, man. It's a dead sport. Shit should be. It should be
At the
outlawed.
moment, it's not
It
a dead
should be
sport.
outlawed right now.
The sport itself?
Yeah, the sport itself. It's you shouldn't be like kids shouldn't be playing that shit. I'm saying that because I played it as an adolescent.
And do you think it affected your growth?
Yes. Hell
at
yeah,
all? Like
man.
what? Like mentally or?
Just emotionally, man.
Is this why you can't love a woman?
I don't want to be that guy.
Let's not throw stones. Let's not do that on this podcast. But
We don't have to go there.
the fact of the matter is that in my day and age, we had concussions and we didn't even probably
How many
know
concussions
about it.
did you have?
Dude, I used to see stars at least once a week.
That's not good.
Obviously.
I've had two in my life. And they were fucked up.
I kickboxed and I never had stars. When I got kicked in the head once,
You ain't a man.
I've never been knocked out cold, but I have seen the flash. And I actually playing football. I fucking
Barry Allen?
Huh?
What?
No, I like see the like when you fucking
Yeah, I know.
head to head. I'm saying like when D-Boy broke his hand, that I don't know if it's the same day, maybe the next week. I was out there and like I crashed heads and it was like bing. I was like on the floor like
Now imagine when you do that on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
But that's
every
you get
Saturday
concussion-
night.
You get mild
I
concussions
agree.
in practice,
I thought-
right? Like
Yeah. Like say I might say if I hit a dude in practice on a Tuesday, right? Helmet to helmet, like we're doing Scully. Scully is all the receivers, running backs, and quarterback, and DBs and linebackers. And it's a Scully drill where it's just pass protection and like pass drills. And I might hit a receiver helmet to helmet, and boom, you see white, and then you see stars, and you hear that ringing in your ear. It's a fucking concussion.
not always.
Not always. Sometimes it might be minor. Like you hear clap, bah, and then you be good. You be like, all right, yeah, I could
If
play.
anything, for sure it's trauma, but it's not necessarily a concussion unless you have those symptoms like
but
dizziness.
there's been
memory
times.
loss?
There's been times.
Nausea.
Yeah, there's been times during a game where I've hit somebody, helmet to helmet contact, and I come off the field and I'm seeing cross-eyed, and I can't take my eyes away.
I mean, in general, I didn't like team sports just because I didn't like people telling me what to do. That's why I gravitated
Right.
towards.
That's why
That's
Charles
why he's not a
wrestling.
good team player.
No.
That's why
Obviously.
Charles doesn't believe in communism.
No.
By the way, this
I think I'm a
podcast is
good.
gonna be successful.
I think I'm a good team player.
good.
I just don't like playing team sports. I don't like people telling me what to do, like a coach. But if I'll help.
You're not a good Indian.
I'm probably the best assistant. Like we go play basketball, I'm passing you the ball every time.
Well, that's
I'm not
that's
good
yeah,
at
but that's
basketball.
not really
Coaches-
because you're a great teammate.
I know. Hey, what are you talking about? I'm setting you up for.
What if
for
you had
knocking
to
it
take the
back.
shot and you were open?
Well, I mean, I'll take the shot, but you guys aren't going to be unhappy with that. I'm going to be a good team, but I'll take it. If I'm
won't be
open, I'll
happy
take
with
the
the
shot.
outcome.
You're not going to be.
See that air ball.
Yeah, it's good. You have to get the rebound.
Fact of
I
the matter,
appreciate the
there's
sport.
benefits to playing football because of the
Yeah.
team involved.
I don't
And
like the
everybody
coach
having a
telling us
job.
what to do, though.
But
I like having we're in a huddle. You'd be like, "Oh, Charles, you can do this, do that." I'm good with that.
You need a leader. The coach can see things that players can't see.
I don't give a fuck what this coach sees. That motherfucker ain't playing. He's over there on the sideline telling
How
us
good of a
to
coach
go.
are you?
But
High school, baby.
This is why I didn't join the army.
So
This is
so
all.
you think Belichick has nothing to do
I
with
don't
the
want someone to
Patriots?
tell me what to do, especially if they wouldn't do it themselves.
So Belichick has nothing to do with the Patriots' success.
Obviously, he does.
All right, so you need a coach then.
No, they need a coach, not me. I don't need a coach.
All right, then. So that's Gentleman's Podcast right there, guys.
So you don't need a mentor. Mentor is the same thing.
I've never had a mentor. I can't think of anybody who's mentored me.
What's the teacher from TV
Mr. Sell?
production?
Mr. Sell?
He didn't mentor you?
He let us do whatever we wanted to do. You know what? He didn't tell me what to do.
What about Paul?
That's a coach.
Huh?
Paul.
Paul, absolutely. He didn't mentor me. He gave me access to everything I had to do to become better.
That's
like
a
a mentor.
coach.
No, I
That's
think
a
a mentor.
mentor.
For me, mentor, I feel like I'm a mentor to Tubbs.
In what sense?
I
His
give
life
him-
is-
Yo, Charles got the biggest ego I've ever met in my life.
No, in the
Yeah,
sense
you
of
do.
like,
Yeah,
no,
you do.
I mean, my
Charles
ego
is-
is the right amount, the
Charles-
right size
I mean,
for my
Charles-
body.
Tubbs doesn't feel like you're his mentor.
No, he's angry about it all the time because he's an angry person. I get that, but in my defense of Tubbs, I've always tried to do for like I didn't
The
talk
next
to Tubbs
podcast
for
is gonna
like
go well
from
with
high
him.
school to like after we saw him after he was real skinny. Remember, D-boy? Remember
Yeah.
when he
When
came
he
back
came
from college.
came back
Is
from-
this when I met him and like when he was
Yeah.
working at ABC?
You went, yeah. Well, no, before that, because you met him in the party that you were real drunk and then you were on Larry. and
Yeah,
Larry was
I don't
gonna
remember
beat you
most
up.
of those years.
But anyway, when we met Tubbs, when I saw him again,
Larry's
he
like,
was,
who is this guy?
point
No,
is,
that's
he was
that's Connor,
talking.
he's from New York.
He was
Fucking
talking about being a
figures.
broadcaster. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to do.
he could
So much
probably
so
be
that
one.
fucking, I want to say 7 years later, I was somewhere where somebody was like, "Oh, we need reporters. We need this." I'm like, "I know a guy." I called Tubbs, and then we rekindled our relationship from there. Tubbs tells me he has all these problems. I'm like, "You can do X, Y, Z to get out of these problems." He doesn't always listen to me, but when he does, he got on TV.
That's not a mentor.
I got him to be on TV by going, "Be here."
That's
do
a
this."
friend. You're a
Yeah,
friend.
absolutely, I'm a friend. But I think that's what mentors do. They guide you to a place where you can do.
Are you his life coach? Is that what you're?
No. I
Is it-
can't be a life coach.
You don't want to take credit
Hell
for like
no.
the
No,
downfall
I
of
do.
their.
Like I would be a bad life coach. I'd be like, let's go get fucked up. Let's go to the strip club.
Let's go drink.
You don't want to go to a strip club. That's bullshit.
I know. I don't always want to go.
Exactly.
But when I
So you
do, I
want a
call
life coach.
Tubbs.
Not anymore.
'Cause there's no judgment.
Because
on
when I
Tubbs.
first met you guys, that's
Hey,
all.
whoa. Hey, there's no judgment on me, man. What are you talking about?
No, well, then you want to bring your lady, and I don't want.
I can't bring her because someone's got to watch the baby. I can't bring her anymore. I can't bring
You
her
have an
anymore.
older kid already. You can watch the one.
No.
No, he's not old enough.
He's not
yet.
old enough. He's not old enough.
Give him 2 more years.
He's 11.
I think 13 is a good age to.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
think
15.
so too.
I think I was gonna say 15, but
What?
Nah, I've been taking. My mom's been taking care of kids since she was 12. She could do it.
hear it? Oh fuck.
It's insane. I remember being. I walked home from elementary school.
Word is bond. Like I walked home in like 3rd, 4th grade.
Yes, like literally 3rd and 4th
Yeah,
grade.
but now you got pedophiles and shit.
No. There were always
they've
pedophiles.
been there. They've-
There was.
Africa
There was.
Bambaataa.
They've been there. It's just
Been around.
African Bambaataa? Jesus Christ.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, that's the Gentleman's
Back if you
Podcast.
want-
Don't
if-
push
if-
the culture down like that.
We're
Three
going
times
back, right? We're
3
going
times I
back.
try to end this already.
My mom was a Shaka Zulu. You can't talk about the nation like that.
Let's go back before.
Not Bambaataa.
Diminish
He
all
was
of our
touching
idols.
boys and shit. Like a Catholic priest.
Yo, shout out to KRS One and Zulu Nation.
Shout out to Zulu Nation.
KRS hasn't been associated with anything like that, so I still respect him.
You don't know.
That I don't want to know.
KRS
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to see behind the music.
Yeah.
I like KRS One. I don't
Behind the
ever
music,
wanna
then
know.
they're gonna show somebody's a fucking pedophile.
Yeah. No, they do all the time.
No, they
That's
don't.
why we found
I think
out.
that's the whole point of that,
That
show.
shit
to,
really
like, diminish
destroyed me.
whatever
When I
character
heard
you
about
have.
that,
What?
when I heard about the Bambaataa shit, I was really destroyed.
I mean, did you know which one it was? African
just
Bambaataa
saying,
was like a
like-
group of people. You're like, all right, one of those guys touched kids. That's
The
fine.
kid came out.
I'm
A
just,
bunch of them.
I'm just saying, if it was one of the guys, you don't know which one of the guys.
Allegedly, all this
I
shit
can't.
happened.
If
by
you
the way.
put all the African Bambaataa in front of me, I wouldn't
Allegedly.
be able to pick out which one is African and which one's.
Are you trying to
Bambaataa.
say all black people? All people.
No,
Wait,
that
time
whole
out. Bambaataa was one person.
was the-
What you talking about?
What? I'm just saying. If you, it's a
So
group of
Sonic
people.
Force,
yeah,
man.
so, yeah. I don't know which one is the guy.
What? The nigga with the glasses.
All
and
right,
the,
they
and
all
the-
had glasses.
and the
on.
cool-
He
the
had lots.
colored
I don't wanna
fucking-
and
hear
the
it.
koofy hat and
He
with the
had
big
the
beads and shit.
He had the medallions with the
You're
Macho
naming
Man
all
glasses.
of them right now. You're naming all the guys.
They all don't look like that, Charles. I feel like you're gonna say like all black people look.
So
the same.
what? I can't listen to like Planet Rock anymore.
No, you can.
By the way, if
I
you
don't
guys
listen to
didn't
R.
notice-
Kelly.
Oh, that's where you draw the line?
Oh fuck R. Kelly. Like R. Kelly's a no
Yeah,
go.
He was trying to solicit a little boy recently.
No way.
I know he
Allegedly.
wasn't.
Yeah. Allegedly.
I can't listen to R. Kelly anymore.
I don't fuck
at
with
all.
R.
I mean, I'm never in a position where I'm like, oh, I gotta put on this R. Kelly.
I don't know. There was some songs that were really good, man.
I'm
but-
sure they are.
He's
I
had a
could
couple that
believe
I-
I could fly.
No, not even that.
I
I believe I could search
Yeah,
the sky.
Bump and grind
Did you
was
ever
dope.
wish? What's the song with Nas? Did you ever wish? That song was dope.
Nah, but I can't. Yeah, like I can't listen to R.
But you know
Kelly
what?
anymore.
Respect to all the artists that work with him. They've always said he was a weirdo.
R. Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody's ever worked with him is like,
Real talk.
homeboy's a fucking weirdo.
I've heard stories.
Well, I mean,
And you know what? He doesn't try to hide it. He made a goddamn novella out of a song.
he has a sanctuary.
I'm in
where
the
he keeps-
closet.
You know what? He's a goddamn genius. Leave him alone. Let him touch all the little girls
man.
they want.
No, man, come on.
Nah.
We don't condone that on the
Yeah,
Gentleman's
none of our
Podcast.
family lives in Chicago. We're good.
Again, we, the people at Gentleman's Agreement, do not condone. or
Nobody we know
We
lives in
don't
Chicago
condone-
The two
anymore.
guests at Gentleman's Agreement don't approve of what Charles is saying.
Don't approve it at all.
All I'm saying is that, you know, if you don't see it, did it happen?
Jesus.
So this is what Havana Club does to you. You start talking about pedophiles.
And this is Deep in the Bottle.
I feel like
About
this
an
is.
hour and 20 into it.
This segment brought to you by Havana Club, Añejo, Reserva, El Ron de Cuba.
Shout out to Billy, man.
That was pretty good.
I have a fear that like at every end of the podcast, when we get to this point of the bottle, it's just gonna be off the rails.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
Fuck it. Let it go. Let it be natural.
Let it go. You know what? At least
We don't condone.
we get to
pedophiles.
apologize every week to you for what we said last time on the podcast. We'll start off with an apology right from the back.
Alcohol is the worst drug.
We and our
Yes,
our
I've been saying
if
that
you
for
have
years.
any questions and or comments, send them to info@gentlemanpod. Oh no, not the info@gentlemanpod.com.
POD.
Oh no, gentlemanpodcast.com.
And
Wait,
mind you,
what are
the,
we doing? What's the handle?
info@gentlemanpodcast.com.
mind you, the guy who's going to read is the guy who's racist from everybody. in the group.
Racist?
Is that
from
gentleman
everyone?
with an E or A?
With an E.
It's the guy who does it like R. Kelly in the group
Gentlemen
who's going to read that
podcast.
fucking email.
And you can find us on all social media platforms at gentlemanpod, @gentlemanpod.
Yes.
Yes.
Follow us.
Yeah, I'll fix all these in post. Don't worry about it.
We
We'll just bring it in for a smooth landing here with, of whom I wouldn't have a show, Daniel Pena, a.k.a. Nano.
Nano.
Once.
Nano
part of,
551.
551.
Should I add if we had to go back and
Why
like
is 551?
have well, that's my old
It's old building in the Bronx.
Oh yeah, it's a building and street number in the Bronx.
Oh, nice pussy.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna do anything right now because I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
I've grown from
Yeah.
those days. Back 20 years ago, I probably would have cut your fucking face.
Well,
I'll eat your food, son.
Oh, Nano with the Adam's apple would have knocked you out already. With his
I would have swung, but failed miserably. But
deep in the bottle, Nano. Back in the day, had to get drug out of places. Not anymore.
no, now I drink and
You go home.
Act like a
It's
gentleman.
yeah,
Podcast fits you.
I
fits
penguin
you.
walk out of there. You know what I mean? Like kind of.
Before we had to drag him out the house.
That's before I learned how to drink. That's what I'm trying to teach the youth now. Whoa! Anybody over 21?
Oh,
Mind you, 21 and over.
Daniel Kelly right here.
No,
D.
don't.
Kelly.
You know what? Have you seen some of those girls? No, I'm sorry. Let's get away from that.
All right, so we're gonna end the podcast on this note.
All right, I really want to smoke this Cohiba, so let's end the show.
All right, let's end the show. I'm down.
Thank you for coming by, D-Boy.
Hey man, I
Yes.
fucking really, I
Nah,
really
this is
appreciate it,
Cutlass.
man.
You can
Bambeatz.
find his
Yeah.
album on all audio music platforms,
Yes.
iTunes,
Musical
Apple
platforms,
Music, Spotify.
Tidal.
Zen Under the Gun, artwork by me,
Look for it.
beats by Nano and Bam,
And
Raps
mostly me.
by
Mostly me. himself.
D.
I think, 90% of the album is you?
Yeah.
No, 70.
85%.
70.
Two of the beats is one is
One is
Bam
me, one
beats
is Nano.
One is mine.
yours.
Is there a song that we should go out on?
We should go off with Zen Under the Theory, whatever the fuck.
Zen
Your
Under
song?
the-
Zenith Theory of P.
It was called Zenith. That was the original version of
Zenith
the beat.
Theory of
It
P.
was under the name of a chess term. D-Boy apparently
Zenith?
one name whatever he wants to call it.
Guys, I don't fucking
Exactly,
play chess.
yeah, because
I play chess. I'll beat all you
I
guys here.
fuck with beat makers, not producers.
Beat makers. All right. This has been Gentleman's Agreement.
Peace.
Hey, really appreciate you guys putting us on, man.
Yes, sir. Check
love
out their
you.
new project coming out.
I love you
in
guys,
fall,
bro.
fall, winter. Is that what?
Well, D-Boy's project out right now, and then our project together is probably gonna be called Shula Marino. It's probably gonna be called something like that.
I like
Hey, what
that.
the fuck is so funny, man?
That's good. Bringing it back.
So we'll probably drop that in the.
All right, we're out of here now. Let's put down our mics.
Peace. Peace.
Pray for peace, proceed to feast, unleash the beast. Promenaded in plush pads with Parisian seats. Rustic artifacts and almanacs, we all relax. In the pocket like quarterbacks, I'm a baller jack, no need to look for averages. We savages in palaces, fucking with establishments from arrogance, please. Even your shooter wouldn't squeeze. I see the context of cowards, cylinder circles of power, 360 degrees. And some try to achieve this cheap promethazine with some PCP. So fuck the decency. West Bank to Aleppo, please tell me what's the death toll. It's something we may forget though.